And welcome to edition number 2
Number
of the
two.
Metamorphosis Unleashed. My name is Coach Walter, and she is Coach Dale. And we're here to talk about everything fitness, health, wellness, what is on your mind, and how we can help you be the best you that you can possibly be. Hey, Mom, too. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm
Okay, let's
listen,
I
enjoyed the
got some
weekend.
questions. I got some thoughts. Let's get into
Uh-oh.
it.
She got questions and thoughts. So everybody, just so you know, last week we talked a little bit about each other just to kind of so you guys know who we are and why we do what we do, where we came from, what our backgrounds are. We also talked about a topic that's been very important, uh, how to select the right trainer. We talked about that last week. But this week is the juicy one.
It's juicy.
It's juicy. What is proper gym etiquette? What you
Please.
wear, what you say, what you do, what you don't do, what kind of message you leave around. We're going to talk about all that kind of stuff. And we're going to talk about it right now. So go ahead, click that like button, click that subscribe button. Please share this with your friends, leave a comment, and tell us what you want us to talk about. And we will be certain to get it onto the platform and onto the station. So let's get after it.
Okay.
What questions you got first, and then we're gonna see what we can do.
I just, for me, I've just I haven't really ever felt comfortable in the gym until I started coming to the Butterfly Studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember all of my experiences, because you can go to some gyms and they have an air of formality to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody's talking loud, just like people are just kind of like dantily grunting. It's just like you can't make a noise. You just gotta
Look it up.
just kind of like
The
uh,
constipated sound. Right,
and then you
right,
go to
right.
other ones, you got people over here acting cutting the fool, just yelling all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess for me, it's like, okay, so for let's just talk about your average person who's going into a gym for the first time. They're not really familiar. They're looking around. They're seeing all kinds of crazy things. They're hearing things. I see sometimes look like somebody's trying to pick somebody up. Other
Mm-hmm.
times you got women standing there staring at these jokers that look really good because they did look good. Then
Mm-hmm.
you got just the opposite. You got the men standing there looking at these women because they look really good, right?
Right.
So it's like, what do you do? How long is enough time to do, commandeer weights to do the training that you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
to be respectful to the environment, to everybody, especially if there's limited number of like free weights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most gyms only have so many sets of free weights, and people want to do this, where they start lifting heavy and then they work their way to the lighter weight, but they want to hold all of the weights. I mean, how does that work?
So let's go back to the beginning. You asked first if you're a beginner. Well, first, welcome to the gym if you're a beginner.
Yeah, for real.
And as far as gym decorum, every gym has their own decorum. I mean, there are meathead gyms, there are cardio gyms, there's this, there's that. But we're going to kind of touch on all of them. So the first thing I'd say is come to the gym appropriately dressed.
Oh yeah, well,
Okay, let's start there. Let's
yeah.
let's
Let's
let's,
start
let's start
there.
there. You know, as much as you love your body, as much as you might think other people want to see your body, I promise you, dressing like you're going to be seen by your boss, not necessarily being uncomfortable, but a t-shirt, sweats, t-shirt, leggings, it is appropriate. Even some folks will wear like just a sports bra, but having your butt cheeks hanging out at a gym, it just is, in my opinion, is inappropriate. And I don't mind seeing the female form at all. I think that sometimes it can be distracting for the people around you. So not dressing conservatively, but not having to be concerned with
I mean,
all
you
the
say a
excess
sports bra. There's all kinds of sports bras. There are
right,
true sports bras,
right,
and then there are these sports bras that are push-up sports bras, so that when
sure.
you know, I've seen this where the bra
Mhm.
just kind of slips away all of a sudden when they're going down. They just pop
Right.
out, pop
If
through.
you find yourself constantly adjusting your sports bra or constantly adjusting your shorts to pull them down, then the odds are high that probably wasn't an appropriate choice for what you're doing that day. And I work with 90% women, and they're going to hear this podcast. They're looking like, Walter, what are you talking about? You never told me this before, blah, 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 blah. Because I care, but this is for public consumption, right? This is just so you know. I want you to be aware that while we're not judging you from a business to you, we are still human beings, so our brains are still going to judge you. And if you readjust your girls in, you're constantly pulling your shorts down to adjust your girls in the bottom, or men trying to adjust your nuts at the bottom. All those things all matter. So dress appropriately as if you're working out with your mom or your dad. How about that? Maybe not.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
That's
but what about safety?
Safety-wise, well, the less clothes you wear, the higher probability you have of getting MRSA, right? If you go to the wrong type of gym, MRSA is real. And if you have your pores are open for working out and the previous person didn't wipe down their equipment properly and you didn't wipe it down before you start using it, guess what? You have just increased the probability of you getting
MRSA. So, I never thought about that. Yeah. So if you've got on one of those kind of, for females, if you even for men, if you've got the tank top shirt on, or if you've got just a sports bra on, that means your arm, your back, that you back, all except the middle of your back is exposed.
Right. That's
your waist is exposed. And if you're wearing something that your butt cheeks are a little out, popping out at the bottom, they're now exposed.
So it's not necessarily that the facility that you're at is dirty or messy or unclean. That's just reality. You can MRSA sitting on the toilet seat. So it's one of those things where you have to look out for you and for your neighbors. So dressing appropriately first.
That's really good, Walter, because I never, when I go to the gyms, well, now I'm at the Butterfly Effect. I don't worry about that as much because everybody looks out for everybody in that regard. But when you go to like the big box gyms, they're not enforcing that you wipe down. I've seen people just go work out and get up and walk away.
Yep.
Even right after COVID had happened, more people were more conscious about it. But I also saw that some people took the lazy side saying, well, I know they wiped down after they left, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And then they leave. So you have those higher risks. And so I think it's really important for me. I always worried about my hands, making sure my hands didn't touch my face.
Right.
Making sure if I had a towel that I was using a certain side of the towel to wipe my face, because I didn't want to get anything on my face or on my hands. But it's so much larger than that. When you really expose your body, the more skin is exposed, the higher risk is.
Bingo.
Okay. That's wow. Okay.
Something to be conscious of.